Support for Radio Friends comes from OsteoStrong. Improvements in bone density, strength, and power can be achieved by weekly 5-minute no-sweat sessions on their 4-spectrum machines. These isometric robotic machines safely emulate high-impact loading on different parts of the skeletal system, which stimulates activity in bone-building cells. Balance and agility can be improved by 2-minute sessions on vibration plates. Every session is supervised by a trained coach. Learn more on Facebook or call to set up a complimentary wellness assessment and session. Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Thursday, September 1st. I've got a good guy sitting right next to me, Tim Reinbott, and he is so excited because we're here talking about the 200th anniversary of the Red Top Christian Church. Good to have you here, Tim.
Thanks, Paul. Yes, it is exciting.
Yeah, and you've got the book is done, the Red Top Christian Church 200th anniversary, 1822 to 2022.
That's correct. We put a lot of time into that.
Now, what all will be going on during this celebration?
Well, on the day is October 2nd.
Yeah. And
that's when we're going to have just our regular church service in the morning. We have a lot of special guests there, of course.
Yeah, just regular church. Oh, and you know what? He was telling me before we came on here that you actually are going to you've been running these interviews in your church.
That's right.
So we'll say hi to the congregation at Red Top Christian Church. They're watching this right now.
They will be.
Right before the service, so I'm not a heathen. I'm there in church with you.
That's right. but we're really copying it how we did that 100 years ago in 1922.
You're going to
copying our same type of order of service that day.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So here we are in 1822. They had their centennial, and what was neat about this that you can see on TV is that you see the cars, those beautiful cars.
Yeah.
I wish we had those cars still today. But then we had our hitching post still up for all the horses, so we were in that transition in 1922.
So the picture we're looking at right now was 100 years ago.
It was, yes,
okay.
Yes.
That's fantastic. So, but you're celebrating 200 years.
That's right.
So the next picture we have, this is
our book cover.
Yeah,
and you can see all our structures over the years.
Now this book is how many pages?
290.
209 pages celebrating 200 years. So you got 9 extra years in there.
Yeah, that's right. That's
for
right.
The pages. How can people get the book?
Well, it just, as you see on our Facebook or our website, just message us there. Or give us a call at 696-3214. And it's $30. That's what we have in it. We're not making anything on it.
Okay. So it's a real collector's item. You go to redtopchurch.org.churchtrac.com. Boy, that is some...
Isn't it? But just look at Red Top Christian Church. It all pops up.
Okay, all right.
It really does. So
we got one more picture, I think.
Yes, we do.
Well, what is this?
This is what we are today.
This is the Red Top Christian Church today.
It is. And we've captured that history of our church, but we're very modern in that we can show the Paul Pepper, Radio Friends of Paul Pepper on it. So
before service, you're running Radio Friends.
We are. But then we're having that nice dinner that we talked about last time.
Okay, it's October 2nd.
Yes.
People come in. What kind of dinner are you having?
Oh, we're going to have a nice dinner. We're famous for our food and feeding. So, but if you want to come to that, that's great. But make sure you register so we know how many people to prepare for.
Okay, so how do they register?
That's again on our Facebook page.
Go to the Facebook page, register.
Yes.
It's October the 2nd, the 200th anniversary. My goodness, 10:30 a.m. is worship, 12 o'clock is the dinner, 1:30 is the anniversary ceremony, and it's going to be the biggest thing in this area.
Since sliced bread came. Since sliced bread.
We're out of time, Tim. Are you back here before then again?
No, I'm not. This is it.
All right. Well, we wish you the very best of luck with this.
Well, thank you.
It's been a pleasure chatting with you.
Oh, it's been great. It's been great.
Okay. Thanks, Tim.
Bye. Bye, everybody.
All right, now I want to introduce you to my friend, Dr. C.B. Chastain. Good to have you here,
Hi,
C.B.
Paul.
We're going to talk today about what?
Reptiles.
Reptiles,
yeah.
Not dogs and cats.
No.
So what do we want to know about reptiles?
Well, the first thing I want to say is I like reptiles. I don't like to handle them except, what they need to be handled to take care of them. But
you're okay with the snakes?
Yeah, I'm okay with them. I don't think that you ought to handle them just to handle them, because I don't think they like it. So, but I like reptiles. However, do you know how many people die from poisonous snakes every year in the United States?
Probably not as many as we may think.
5.
5 people.
Yeah.
That's an annual death toll from poisonous snakes.
In the United States, yeah.
Okay,
You know how
so
many-
they probably have they have a worse reputation than is deserved.
Right. Do you know how many people die from Salmonellosis? It's a bacteria that reptiles carry every year?
No.
400.
That's a bacteria that you catch from reptiles.
Right.
Let's go back to the venomous snakes a minute, because you think of copperheads. Copperheads are dangerous.
Yes.
You can die from a copperhead bite, correct?
You can, but it's much less likely than the other poisonous snakes in the United States. There's 3 other types, and the others are much more poisonous than copperheads are.
I remember when I was in the Boy Scouts. Were you ever a Boy Scout?
I was a Cub Scout.
Okay, I was a Cub Scout and a Boy Scout. But I remember we were taught that if you were bit by a copperhead snake, you were supposed to put a tourniquet on, then you get a razor blade and you slice your skin in an X on where the snake bite is and try to bleed it.
Yeah. No.
Is that still recommended?
No.
I remember that was awful, thinking of getting a razor blade and slicing your skin with an X.
Yeah.
So what do you do now if you're bit by a copperhead?
The most important thing is to stay calm. Keep your blood pressure down so it doesn't circulate faster. And a tourniquet, if it's applied right, that is okay till you get to medical care. But other than that, no. You definitely don't want to be cutting into it.
Okay. All right. But we kind of got off the subject there. So go ahead.
Well, Salmonellosis is a bacteria that is carried in their digestive tract and it doesn't cause them to be sick, but it's on their skin, on their scales, and in their bowel movement. And so anything that the reptile touches can be contaminated with Salmonellosis. That means that you have to be really careful if you handle reptiles. And the one I want to really point out is baby turtles.
Okay.
Because baby turtles are cute if they're under 4 inches in diameter. Kids like to hold them and play with them. And there's a big problem with them besides Salmonellosis.
What's the other
it's because
problem?
of Salmonellosis. They've been illegal since 1975. The FDA banned their sales in 1975.
Of baby turtles?
Of turtles under 4 inches in diameter.
Okay.
The problem is that that's not enforced. They're still being sold. They're still being given away as gifts as part of a sale of a terrarium. They're sold with impunity without any warnings on the internet.
Okay, so the thing is, you don't want to buy baby turtles and you don't want to handle baby turtles.
You definitely do not.
It is illegal. We're out of time, CB. I should give you more time to talk about that. But if you want more information, the College of Veterinary Medicine is the place to go. All right. Dr. CB Chastain, thank you so much for coming by.
Thanks, Paul.